What up, y'all? It's your boy DJ Killzown Jones. Remember the name or remember you lame. This is Killzown Interviews, and I'm in here with the man, the myth, the legend, the director, the rapper, the producer himself, Dutch Jackson.
What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing, man? What up, Killzone? What up, buddy?
Not much, and I didn't get to Paul, but I got this, and I got this.
Hey,
This is supposed to be
whatever works, buddy. Whatever works.
Yeah. So ain't nothing in here neither. So hey, don't call my mom on me. But anyway, what's been going on with you, Dutch?
Man, you know me, man. My whole career, bro, I've just been everywhere, like doing too much. You know, I started off rapping and video, then back rapping and sound engineering and all that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty much everywhere, man. Right now, I'm just doing shit for the fun, man. You know what I'm saying? And you stop doing it for the fame and trying to get money and all of that. You start doing it for the fun again. Attracting people again. But I guess they can see the fun you have in doing it, man.
Hold on, Dutch. You coming in? You breaking up a little bit. You plugged in?
Hold on, let me see.
Yeah, make sure you plugged in, my brother, because make sure.
So I'm breaking it. You talking about on the mic wise?
On the mic wise, that's all. I mean, it's kind of, I don't know. YouTube real finicky, like a little bit. Right, but we good.
Right, fuck it. I done got made. Can y'all hear me now? Am I good now?
Yeah, you good now. You good.
All right. Okay. But yeah, man, like I said, my whole career, I've been all over, man, and to get a deal, and I was doing stuff to get noticed and get this and get that. And I'm at a point now where I'm just doing it for the fun again. And ironically, you know, people starting to notice me again. So that's where I'm at, man. Just having fun and creating content.
Okay. And so let's take them back, because I remember, you know, hearing and seeing your name, you know, back in the let me see here. It wasn't the Nelly Chinky Jaquan Gibbs era. It was in the Hakeem the Dream, the Bangers era. like just to give and Shorty the Prince era too.
It might have been in the Chinky era too. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing this for a minute, man. Like, yeah, I guess that's accurate. Like the Bangers, Right There's, and the Lil Johns, and the you know, that early 2000s, 2004, 2005.
Hold on, Dutch. Hold on. Because you chopping up a little bit. So I'm trying to figure out. Are you plugged in on your Ethernet cable, or are you on your Wi-Fi?
Hold on 1 second. I'm on my Wi-Fi, but it might be my mic. Hold on, let me see if I can do something real quick. System preferences. Turn this damn mic off and just go with the computer mic.
Yeah, because I forgot to tell you that you know, it'd be better to be plugged in, because I learned that lesson hard on here. But we still got you. We still got you.
Can you hear me now?
Yep, you good.
All right, I'm on internal mic now. I should be good now.
Cool. So you started. So you started back then. So like, what was your first, like? Because I was young. And I only I heard your name because, you know, people was talking about you. You was on the radio, you was doing different things or whatever. But I didn't really hear your story or whatever until you started doing Talking with Paul. You know, and then I started hearing your music because you know, Jesse James over there at Midwest Mixtapes and Tony Brown over there with Addicted Dopeness. And I'm like, man, this dude kind of tough. And then you went from rapping into doing the video. So like, take us through that journey right there, because I know it was a journey.
Man, Journey. Well, it was back when I first started music, man. I got a little arrogant. People used to tell me I was dope and all of this, and I got arrogant, man, and my arrogance turned a lot of people off. You know what I'm saying? DJs. I used to do songs, fuck the DJs, and I don't need y'all. I'm Dutch accent, but I don't know how I went from a music to this arrogant son of a bitch. I don't know. I don't know what happened. I don't know if it was the Paul. I don't know, but man, I became so arrogant. I believed I hurt myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm walking in the club with fur coats on and just tripping. You know.
Hold on, right quick, cause we losing you still.
Yeah.
You get plugged in right quick, cause I sure forgot to tell you that. I don't know how I forgot, but I know, cause it just is Hangouts is real finicky like that.
So let me see. I'm 5. So that might be the problem.
Yeah, that's the problem right there.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Killzown. Everything I got is wireless, man.
Oh, it's all, but it's cool. It's cool. We gonna still rock, cause we gonna still rock. But let's keep rolling. So you said, you was saying that your arrogance, like, talk about that, because there's a lot of artists nowadays, especially in St. Louis, like that they on social media, and then when like people come along, such as myself, or folks that come along that want to help, they get arrogant to them, but at the same time, they want the DJs to play their records, they want the people to post it on social media, they want people to come out to the shows, like, really. So you was being arrogant. I mean, I know you had the song or whatever, but like, when did you start seeing like that people wasn't really, like, why did you feel like that people wasn't really rocking with you the way they should have been?
Well, the people loved it, but the guys to help me get to the next level, it turned them off. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess as a rapper, you see on videos niggas throwing money on hoes, disrespectful. You know, the cockiness, the arrogance, and you emulate that. You see that, and you try to become that. You know, um, but when it came to like the DJs and the industry, because every rapper feel like he just hot. Man, I felt like I was the hottest thing, smoking, walking, and
Mm-hmm.
I didn't understand the politics of cola. I didn't
Mm-hmm.
understand the politics of networking. Like a rapper, I just thought if I'm hot, you should be playing me. So
Mm-hmm.
my anger turned towards the DJs, and the radio stations and things like that because I didn't understand the politics, man. And my arrogance, I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? I was a straight beast, bro. I mean, just I was Tupac. I was Tupac out here, dude. Like straight coming at you on records, like, and it was crazy. Just to now that I look back, man, I'll be like, man, I was tripping. But everything happened for a reason because my name, if I wouldn't have had that era, my name probably still wouldn't be as relevant as it is in St. Louis in my
Mm-hmm.
tripping days. Because I got a true story, that people been following, and I've always been that artist would shock me. I'll say something, people like, damn, and shock value work, man. And that's just where I'm at right now. And when they start turning on me, they turned on me, like I said on the episode of Talking with Paul, when I faked my death. That's when the
Mm-hmm.
whole city turned on me, because I had got so frustrated I couldn't. I was close. I had got close like 3 or 4 times to like a major record deal. It
Mm-hmm.
never went through,
Mm-hmm.
and I just wanted to be done with music. I said, man, I'm coming back to. I've been to L.A., New York. I'm like, man, I'm coming back to St. Louis, and I felt like people and so much from me that they wanted. So guess what? I'm dead. I'm out. Quit acting about me. I'm not rapping no more. I'm this Mike, Dutch Jackson's dead. You know,
Mm.
and it was crazy, man. You know, so that's what happened with that era, that early 2000s. I kind of with that. You know, after I killed myself, I tried to come back like 3 months later, like ain't shit happened. Hey guys, I got a new hit single. I ain't dead. Motherfuckers like, man, fuck you.
I did. So then you kind of took a back seat, and then you started doing Dutch Jackson visuals. Like, how did you start doing that? Was it because I saw that when like A Verb started coming on the scene, like you was his cameraman. So everywhere A Verb went, you know, you came. Like you was like his, because he was trying to. I remember A Verb initially working with like Rimrod,
Uh-huh.
and then I don't know what happened. Shout out to Rimrod because we had him on the show. I want to have him back on the show because I wanted to. We did the interview, but I wanted to do another, like, do something else with him. But shout out to him. Um, like when y'all two first came in the game, then it's like everybody now in St. Louis, the cameraman is the new rapper. Like
Yeah.
you got, I mean, it started with y'all, and then you know you got Vic Mont, and now everybody else is, you know, everybody got everybody a videographer, everybody a photographer. You know, it's real. It's more of. I feel like it's more of a race of like videographers and photographers now than it is rappers. Like the rappers take a back seat to the videographers and photographers.
Yeah, I mean, because you need a videographer. Anybody can rap, you know, but everybody can't shoot visuals. So a rap need a videographer now. And how I got into the camera shit is when I stopped rapping and I became, I call my, I call that era my normal years. I just became Mike again. Just wanted to become Michael. I had, so I started ITT and
Mm.
I took up communications, networking, but I had partners doing the what is it, the design and graphics and all that. They were working on Mac, so I started going to class for computer networking. I had partners taking the video, audio, all of that stuff. I kind of
Mm.
learned two things at once because the video intrigued me, and I remember like 2 years later, you know, I ran into uh, Verb at the club, and that by this time the urge for entertainment or whatever it was had came back to me, and I saw and it was T.W.P on page. I know exactly where it was.
You said where, say where it was again?
T Billy's. It ain't there no more.
Um.
T Billy's on
Oh.
there. And I had
Oh.
Verb. I said, hey Verb, this one Verb started bubbling on the battle rap shit. He was bubbling, you know. And I said, hey man, don't let me back in the game, man. Because me and Verb from the same Verb spit his first rap to me ever. He came to me, Mike, I got my first rap. I'm gonna spit it to you. I remember this. He's like 12 years old, you know, so we go back. And he started bubbling, and I was just like, God damn, Chaz, that's doing this shit. Cause it from the hood, like you seeing Chaz turn to A Verb is fucking amazing, you know. And I said, man, let me work with you, man. Let me get back in the game. And at that time, Verb was doing a closed circle.
Mm-hmm.
And
I remember that.
yeah, closed circle. Then he got me on do it. He knew I was a rapper, but I really wasn't. I was dibbing and dabbing with the video, so he brought me in as a rapper. He brought in
Mm.
Tony B, Jay Huggins, you know, Rello. We just started working on this project, and I was shooting videos with my like back then. That shit was crazy. Like, man, you shooting a video with a camera phone? Not everybody doing it, but back then, because I ain't had no camera, and we started getting in the studio. We started making this closed circle album, and
Mm.
I ran into Rimrod. He did our photo shoot.
Mm-hmm.
I said, Rim, man, what kind of camera is that? And he told me it was I forgot what it was, but it was a Canon, and just Rimrod intrigued me. Like Rimrod was the reason I took it to the next level, because Rimrod was doing that. He had the city on lock. You know what I'm saying? Rimrod before Rimrod.
When nobody really.
No, it was a cat on the main level who was doing like Nelly videos and stuff like that on a whole bigger level. And then Rimrod came, he was more on a lower level working with the artists.
Mm-hmm.
He intrigued me. I asked, man, what camera is that? He told me, chopped some game up with me. And I was for that, because Rimrod really got me, started. Then after he told me that, I went out and bought me a little Canon. I started filming stuff for Closed Circle. And then the rest is history, bro. Like I was doing a record with him. I'm like, man, Rello, let me shoot your video. Verb, let me, and I'm testing, practicing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when I started shooting stuff for everybody in the city for free. And I think I shot my first 200 videos for free because I was practicing. You know what I'm saying? They was getting something out of it. I was getting something out of it. I was practicing.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, man. The DVD and Dutch video. Rest of history.
Yeah. So at that point, that's when I started hearing your name ring out. Like you was doing. Like I remember, I was sitting at home with my mama in North County somewhere, and she like local rapper Sue's ESPN. Mama coming. Your mama used to come get you to come watch the news, like, yeah, come here right quick. I'm like, what? I'm over here playing the game. I'm over here. I'm over here playing the game. Just, your mama walk in, beat the door down, and kick it open like the SWAT team.
Right.
So come here. So then, the little blurb came off, and then I was like, local rapper Dutch Jackson. I say, man, Dutch Jackson, that sound familiar. Then you came on. I said, "Oh yeah, he in Averb videos and woo woo woo." And that's when can you talk about that now, since there's like a closed case? Like y'all kind of explain what happened, but like did it get resolved? Like
it got resolved.
Oh, okay.
It got resolved, but yeah, man, and one my nephew, he was like 11 at the time, and he came in the house. It was like, Uncle Mike, I was watching the AN1 mixtape and your song on there. And I blew him off for like probably about 2 months. And then he finally bought the DVD over and we played it. I'm like, damn, that is my fucking song. Like, how did I get this? You know what I'm saying? And that's when we started investigating. Still to this day, don't know how they got it. But then I remember I contacted an entertainment lawyer from St. Louis and had a sit down with him, made an appointment, and then I went in there and he was like, okay, wait, somebody steal a word, somebody steal, because I guess he was tired of hearing this shit. Like, cats trying to come in and try to beat cases. But when I let him hear it, I put in a DVD and it was my song. He was like, okay, what part of the song is yours? I said, no, nigga, that is me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, I played my song. We played the song, then we played I said it's the exact song. It's not nobody. And they had them under, I forgot who they had the artist name under. Hold on, everybody know him. Lil Scrappy. They had under Lil Scrappy. I'm like, what the hell is this shit? You know what I'm saying? So he saw that, and his eyes got big as hell. He was like, you want some water?
He's like, we're going to be here for a while.
I said, I will take steak. Don't give me motherfucking steak, dog. We finna talk this out. We talked it out, and it went on for, man, damn near a year. I was unemployed. I was shooting videos for money. doing Escalades, $2 Tuesdays with Chase and Bird. That's when we were shooting a lot of the blogs. You know, I'm charging $15. I was struggling, you know. Then we finally came to an agreement, and I got what I got, you know, which helped me start Dutch Vision. I got better equipment, better cameras, and if people follow me, they seen my shit jump from her to her like overnight.
Mm-hmm.
Money came, and I was able to go out and put money back into Dutch Vision, and that's when Dutch Vision launched. And with my new video, with my new camera, my new computer, and then with me practicing, it just all came together.
Yeah. So then, like, I remember you was doing. So you was doing the Averb videos. You was doing the videos with Beat Magic. You was doing the videos with Lil St. Louis. You was doing the videos with a lot of people that's popping in St. Louis right now.
Right.
So then you started getting back into the game, and I remember a couple years ago, you had came out with this record with Lil St. Louis called "I Don't Know Shit," and you sent it to me. And at the time, I had SoundCloud. This before they came in as a streaming service because the label started hitting them with DMCA and everything else. So I put it on. It was Target Practice Mixtapes Volume 9, and that mug did in a week. In 4 days, did like 3,000 hits, and then on YouTube did almost 5K I think you put it on like iTunes or whatever. So I got the little tone cord thing that said, I was like, damn, people rocking with it. Like you had Bennis, he like a festival DJ. He was following my page. He was like, man, it's the hardest song you didn't put on this mixtape. Like, Bennis was traveling around with what's the dude's name? What's his name? Damn, I'm trying to remember his name. Skrillex, like Skrillex and other. And I was like, I kind of blew him off. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Like he was showing love, I was showing love. But then I realized, I said, damn, this dude is for real. And he been fucking with this mixtape. I said, when he said that, I was like, man, so if Dutch really come in and then do his thing, and then you came with the Averb vlog. I was just listening to them the other day, man. Them was classic. Like I'm talking about the one, especially one with K Shine, where he was like, he got that magical cup. And I was just like, man, and then you had Talking with Paul. So like that was like when you was in transition from St. Louis, into where you at now in Dallas. This series, man, like I don't know, man, like it kind of helped me step up my because I was vlogging at the time. Like I said, man, I gotta really step it up because Dutch, I was on the floor in tears at some of them damn like Talking with Pauls, man. Like it. I'm trying to tell you.
What happened is with Talking with Paul, I had moved for my job. Like I'm in the corporate world too, and I start moving around, and people start wondering why I start shooting these vlogs. I didn't have no artists to shoot. Cause when I moved Kansas City to Dallas, I just didn't get down and hit the ground running, so I didn't know nobody. So I started doing Talking with Pauls as just keeping my face out there, talking about what I've been through, and that shit start getting followers on his own, just talking. You know what I'm saying? Another element to the game was just a lot more Talking with Pauls. I need to just drop like 10 a week, and I know that. And I'm getting back to it, you know what I'm saying? But the music calling me right now, and that's what I've been working on. But I just started doing the Talking with Pauls because shit, I ain't had nobody else. All I had was me, with Verb, and what made me and Verb blogs crazy because he a thinker and I'm a thinker. So when me and Verb sat down, a lot of times we did just shoot, but we did put thought behind how we was gonna put it out. And he, as you know, he got comedic skills, I got some comedic skills, and we just put it together, and the shit was just classics, But that's how the vlogs with Verb happened, we just sat down and had fun, man. He picked my brain, I picked his brain, and we put shit out, and it was hilarious, you know. And I mean, as far as the little St. Louis situation, I never stopped doing music. I stayed out the spotlight, but I kept writing. I kept writing. Because that's my first love anyway. And as I saw me getting bigger as a videographer, I started planning my comeback as an artist. I'm like, shit, I control the visuals. The visuals is what's most important. So if I can control my own visuals with the music I think I can write, shit, I can be a monster. The project I'm putting out now is just the last 5-6 years of me growing as a videographer and as an artist. And what you finna get on a new album with the new visuals is just where I am today. And I think it's gonna be some shit, you know.
Okay.
And to put the recording, I learned engineering, recording, mixing, and mastering. I learned that within the Talking with Paul years because, like I said, I didn't have nobody to work with, so I just decided to pick up another skill, and that's another element. And now that's what I can do. Get into the. That's why I'm really concentrating on these next 6 to 8 months, just all music, and Talking with Paul. I'm done with recording. I got about 50 songs. I'm just gonna start putting out projects now.
So then you linked up with 52 Savage, and then 52 Savage is DJ Suede. He's like a mainstay Dallas DJ.
Right.
And he went viral last year, and because he, you know, old dude, he ain't had no teeth back then. He had like three or four teeth.
Right.
And he just started rapping, and it was just like he was spitting, like he could spit like an old school MC, and then he could spit like a new cat. So then he dropped that Pressure, and that went viral, and that went crazy, and that went stupid. Like it was everywhere. And now, like everybody, he working with a whole bunch of different people. Been on the Breakfast Club and stuff like that. So, like, how did you run into him? And then, like, why did y'all decide to work? You know, because a lot of times when people start bubbling, they don't work with nobody. You know, I would say you ain't on the ground level. Like you established, you stamped, you certified in the game. You know what I'm saying? Like as I would still say, as an underground artist, like you ain't blown all the way up, but you ain't like. We at the crib, we finna start spitting and hope somebody. We ain't got to pass out CDs or SoundCloud cards or nothing like that.
Well,
you know, so
with 52, my whole goal of leaving St. Louis in the first place, my whole goal was to come to Dallas and create Dutch Vision in Dallas. That was my whole goal when I first left St. Louis. But it didn't work like that. It worked. You know, I got down here, you know, my job was demanding. I'm working 12 hours a day, 6 days a week. And I couldn't get Dutch Vision going. I'm like, damn, man, my whole thing. And my job's been like this for the last 3-4 in these demanding hours. So my whole thing, I moved from Dallas back to Kansas City because I thought me moving to Kansas City, I can gain some momentum because I was back home, closer to home. And I can go back and forth to St. Louis and do my thing and at least keep some momentum up. That didn't work out either, you know, and I should either move to St. Louis or move back to Dallas. I didn't want to go backwards. I wanted to move forward. That's what brought me back to Dallas a year ago. But by this time, it was different. I didn't want to just start Dutch Vision here, working with all these rappers, because as you videographers gonna see, y'all working with a lot. That shit get frustrating when you working with all these niggas, and then niggas ain't about their business. When you start getting frustrated when these niggas coming up short at video shoots, niggas they flashing 30,000 in the camera. You ask your 300, they like, oh nigga, this ain't even mine, man. I got you next week. Because I didn't see. That's what turned me off about shooting so many videos for so many rappers. Because everybody want to rap, but everybody don't want to pay. And at a certain point, when you get to that level where you feel like, nigga, I'm doing you a favor too. You just, you got to save me for that. That pisses me off when I stop shooting raps for everybody, videos, because these nigga pay me $100. They'll want to, I got $100. Let me do something quick. And then when you shoot something quick, nigga trying to stay up in there and edit with you for 5 hours. Hey man, take this. You see that bird take that bird out the frame. Yeah, that stop sign. Bring that in. Get on. Nigga wanted to break shit down and spend all my time. I'm like, nigga, you paid me $100. Nigga, you better take this one shot scene and get your ass out of my house. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. But back to the story. By this time, I wanted to come back down to Dallas. I wanted to focus on 1 or 2 artists. Just 1 or 2. Instead of doing quantity, I wanted to do quality. I wanted to find 1 or 2 guys that I can just stamp DV in and start working with. And 52 was the first nigga I found. I'm on Instagram looking, and I see this man rapping. I'm like, people laughing at this dude, but this might work. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, this might work, man. So I hit him on IG. I said, hey, man, I'm a videographer from St. Louis. We should work. And he was like, yeah, man, I really don't have no videographer to work with, this and that. And I'm like, man, I audio engineer too. Because, I actually record pressure. And
hold on, wait a minute. Say it again, because you lose you for a second, because
I actually recorded, mixed and mastered pressure. With Snoop on there.
Oh.
Yeah.
So Snoop Dogg was at your house?
No. Snoop in LA.
Oh.
So I mixed and mastered pressure, you know what I'm saying? And that was crazy because he did pressure like right when 52, me and 52 met. He had just did pressure with Snoop. And he then 52, when we talked, he came to the house. Man, we start chopping it up. He wasn't no young nigga. He wasn't arrogant. He wasn't on no bullshit. He's smart as hell. People look at him and laugh at him, but don't realize this man has a fucking plan out this world. Like,
and wisdom.
Strategized plan. He's not all. And we talked and we clicked. And since then, it's like soon as I got into the circle, I met him. He blowing up right in front of my. I'm like, man, this dude going. I'm waking. He texted me, hey nephew, I'm on a Breakfast Club. I'm like, what? And it just started, man. And we recorded like 4 or 5 songs together, and we really thinking about just doing a whole album together. Because it just started off. We was just here, in which he freestyles everything. He don't write nothing. Blew me away. I cut the mic on and let the beat go, and he went. He actually taught me to put the pen and paper down. This whole new album I dropped, this I forgot Power. I freestyled the whole album. Everything y'all see now, OG showed me how to put the pen and paper down and just go off the top and just mean what you say what you mean, and keep. And this dude is straight. He's gonna be huge, bro. And I'm just happy that he fucking with me like that, man. Because he heard my music, saw my visuals, and he just already knew. He said, man, you special. I said the same thing to him, bro, you special. And we've been rocking ever since.
So after that, like, you start working with 52, and then you drop Vanessa. So that's my song. And I'm gonna tell you why that's my song. Because it actually, in real life, almost got finessed all the way out by this chick. I mean, and all, it's like, and this after I done seen, talking with Paul, whatever, because like I always keep me a little girlfriend or whatever. Like, I really ain't jumped into, as a man, I was focused on getting the money. So I wasn't really focused on macking, being with a whole bunch of girls. Now I'm kind of like, I got a couple women in my life, but it's like, when that song dropped, I immediately thought about one of my ex-girlfriends, and we still on the low, but I got her in check now.
Nah, hey,
Because
you ain't on the low no more, Killzown.
no, I ain't saying no, ain't no name, but I'm just saying like when you was spitting the verse, I was like, this is all me. Now she don't live on Thekla, but you go about no, I ain't even gonna put where she from, but yeah, man, like it actually happened, you know, and that song is so real, and I think it's so relatable because a lot of guys they get, you know, we always want to be, yeah, we pimping, we doing this, we ain't tricking, we balling, right. You know, everybody got a bottle in their hand, and you know, but nobody talks about the times they get finesse, and there's a lot of people I done heard, you know, stories. Me being, you know, the vlog guy that like I be trying to interview people and girls would be like, well, you heard about so and so. I'm like, all right, I sit there and I'm like, damn, some of the I don't go out and verify it, but the fact that they out here gossiping and shit like that, it's like, damn, that what happened to dude. He was it, you know, and then, you know, then you run into him in the street and it's like, damn.
Look, man,
you know,
everybody get finessed. You know what I'm saying? The baddest bitches get finessed. You know what I'm saying? The biggest ballers get finessed. People just get, that's a part of life, man. People finesse you, you know? I mean, you think about it, that's shit, 80% of everybody I heard trying to use another person for what they, it ain't too much real friendship no more, bro. Like, everybody out here wants something from somebody. You know, they trying to finesse. And finesse was a freestyle. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was in St. Louis over my partner Nova 100 crib. And shit, he left. He did something. I was at home going through my tracks. I'm like, finesse. Yes, she a finesse. Grew up in them St. Louis streets. Yeah, you know. I just started going, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, that shit might go. Let a couple people hear it. They was like, man, that's finesse hard. I was like, oh, shit. Okay. You know, I thought it was just another joint. You know what I'm saying? I just, again, going off the top, just going off that you done been through, you see other people going through, and I think that's the best music you make, man, when it's just unfiltered and when it's just natural. You know what I'm saying? So, but I appreciate you fucking with that finesse joint, man. I'm gonna actually, after me and 52 launched this What You Want video, you know, where we naming our hoods. He naming the hoods in Dallas, the hoods in St. Louis, which is gonna be crazy, I think, because nobody did that in two cities. You know, I think it's gonna solidify him as like the new king of Dallas. You know, and then it's gonna bring me to another level. Nobody has rep the city and the sets like I did at this. It's just an awkward level, an awkward moment that people ain't seen before. Not for both of us, you know, which is a freestyle too. All this shit free. I ain't never think about freestyles prior to the shit I thought I was just, you know, putting, but rappers, you don't need it for real. But first of all, don't go wasting money in the studio now. Buy your own studio before you start freestyling. You know, start recording yourself, get better at knowing what you like to talk about. And I ain't gonna say go in the studio and just start wasting hours and shit. I never thought about freestyle, you know, at that level, but that's something 52 taught me though. So you see where it go, bro.
Yeah. So, like, so after this Power album, when you gonna put it out?
I think being 52, we gonna drop the video probably next week. But I'm gonna drop the Power album. I'm thinking when the video drop. When the video drop, I'm gonna drop the Power album, which I said is about 15 or 16 songs.
Okay.
I might add some, I might take away. I don't know in a couple of weeks. But
okay.
He's like, you know, this not even like, but I just wanted to put a project out to people. I ain't put out one in a while, you know, and I think this the perfect time, you know, with me and 52 dropping this video. shit, might as well throw it out now, man. Go on and get it cracking. So in the next week or two, I'm dropping an album.
Okay. So is 52 gonna have you do the pressure video?
You know what? I don't know. We still trying to work it out, bro. He got some big videographers behind him, man, that wanted to work with him like on a major level.
Mm-hmm.
They want to do that, man. I'm gonna do it. Like, I got time. I'm at 52 all the time. I can shoot this other stuff. I can shoot the hood shit. That's what I'm comfortable with. And then he can fly these other people in to shoot the more professional, because I still got a lot of work to do as a videographer. I ain't gonna lie. I'm good at what I'm doing and where I'm at. I got the room, but shit, who knows? I might. I don't know.
Yeah.
Who knows? Yeah. I might. Ain't no telling.
Yeah, that would be big. So after the album, you got a plan. Like, are you gonna start performing again? Or you gonna start are you gonna be picking up some more artists?
After the album, which is already done, the songs are done, I'm just gonna concentrate on my visuals. Because nowadays people don't really even drop whole albums no more unless you're a major artist. People drop mixtapes and stuff like that. But I'm gonna do it differently. I'm gonna just drop. I probably this power album and let it ride for the year or for 8 months, and just start doing visuals, picking visuals to from each. Like, I gotta shoot Vanessa, and other songs and videos. That shit, them mini performances that people can go on YouTube and watch anytime they want. That's why so after this album drop, I'm just gonna work on visual. Like I said, I got, man, 50 new songs. So I can keep dropping projects, but I don't want to do that. I just want to work. I want to work on visuals. The music part done. Now I'm gonna work on visuals because I know how important the visuals are.
All right. You got anybody you want to shout out?
Man, shout out Killzown. The city that made me. Growing up, with my partners and friends who gone locked up, ain't here no more. RIP. Free my family. Free, Wink, my nephew. Free Wink. Shout out to moms, dads, brothers, sisters, and everybody that supported me through the years. I just want to give a salute. Like, my life been this interesting for y'all to been with me this long, man. Hopefully 2018 be my year where, these last 5 years where I done really grown as an artist, as a person, I can appreciate it and I can start reaping the fruits and the benefits of, putting in so much work. So I just want to say, shout out to you, Killzown, for, being consistent and getting at me and ran into you.
Yeah, man. Man.
It was meant to happen. So.
Yep. So, where can everybody reach you at?
YouTube, man, for real. Just Google Dutch Jackson, for real. You Google me, yeah, all my shit should pop up. Facebook, YouTube, SoundCloud. Google Dutch Jackson. I've been around for a long time, so you can just Google me and shit. My shit should just pop up.
Okay. All right. So, salute to the young legend Dutch Jackson for coming in. DVN World in the building. This is Killzown Interviews, Dutch Jackson. And we out, y'all. Shout out to all my subscribers, all of my Beast Abyss podcast fam. BeastAbyss.com. Shout out to Dutch Jackson one more time. And we out, y'all. Peace.
St. Louis.